is our secret sauce. Like I like, 5 minutes to talk about it. But us as a group, I keep saying this and it sounds like it's other groups out there, Teamika. There are other groups out there, but I am promising you that the other groups are not researching the way we are and are not diving the way we are. So what I want to say to you is number one, if you don't use this advice that I'm about to give you, you are going to miss an opportunity. Okay? The drug test space is going to climb like crazy. That's inevitable. There's no stopping. Even if you decide you're not going to do drug testing tomorrow, so what? Drug testing is still going to keep going, right? That's inevitable. But what is able to help your business is if you hone into this. Because drug testing is rising at a rate that no one even understands, the people that are most likely to be affected is the medical review officers. The medical review officers has to read every DOT test. That's enough. That's set in concrete. There's nothing going to change of that. Right? They have to read every DOT test, whether it's DOT, non-DOT, whether it's DOT, FMCSA, DOT, FRA, DOT, FTA, the medical review officer is the most important person in this whole scenario. So for you all to not be trying to utilize, and I tried it myself before I even talked to you all in July about the medical review officer. Mike and I were getting calls that we can't even handle. I am telling you, and the reason why our medical review officer, we just did 700 collections. We were part of that 700 collections. All 700 goes to my client. All 700 goes to my client who is a medical review officer. This is why they're so mad at me right now, because I potentially effed up their money. So they're mad, right? But I get it, because this one company gets 770 collections. If I were you, for a good 30 days, I would take this information. There's no way that you all can, you may call the same people if you're in the same state, but let me tell you, when you pull up the list, and you can go to mirocc.org is one list, and then there's like AAMRO. I got to get it for you, but I'll put it in the chat. I mean, not the chat, but the Patreon. If you are talking about marketing your business and taking it to another level, that should be your first, because they need your help. You may get 5, 6 no's, but you're also going to get one that says, tell me about your rates. Tell me how many people you have. So, okay, we're about to talk about the rates, but you need to do that. Okay. So then the rates when you're talking to a medical review officer, they're going to get their money off the top. They're going to get it twice. So if I were you, I wouldn't really dumb it down, but I would make it sound sellable. So what it is that, like, if you look up the average cost in your area is $65. This is what the MRO is charging. Like, this is what the MRO would tell them. And this is why when TPAs contact you, they want to give you $20, $30, because that TPA has already contacted the MRO. They're working for the MRO. Me, Talina asked, how do you get TSA? I went through an MRO. My MRO was printed on that paper. So every test is going to go to my MRO, then my MRO is going to pay me. You get what I'm saying? So If I were you, all I'm trying to do for 2025 is duplicate me. If I can duplicate me, I can move on to something else because there's higher, it's level to this thing. So if I were you, I would take that number one advice I gave you. Number two, moving into 2025, the only thing you need to do, I am telling you, is make sure you are a part of DOT.gov for the first 30 days of the year. DOT.gov, and scroll down, click subscribe, absorb everything that the FRA is telling you, the FTA is telling you, the FNCSA, the USCG. Absorb everything for 30 days. This is the way that you're going to duplicate yourself. Because if you have enough information, you can now teach the masses up under you how to do it. And this is not a pyramid scheme. It's not like all those people down there I'm going to make money off of. No, this is a team scheme. I'm telling you everything you need so that not only you're not going to stay rut. Like, I don't drug test. I would, but I don't drug test. Everybody know I don't drug test because I brag about me not even having a drug testing. I want you to be there. I don't want you doing 200 drug tests in 3 days. You get what I'm saying? I want you to do it because it's going to be money there, but you can still make money and not even be there. Right? So this is why I want you all to write this stuff down. The FRA has now changed. And this is what I'm going to work with for the first time with my mastermind. I want to break apart the railroads. Nobody's really talking about the railroad. Yeah, they talk about Amtrak, but the railroads stretch far and beyond. They're about to change their regulations to every 6 weeks, which is going to be crazy. You're going to have all these people quitting, all these people coming in if they do it. So things like that is what is going to set us apart from any other group, because we're not, number one, we don't look at one-offs. All right. Number two, we are thinking the bigger picture. If you write on a piece of paper, 15 billion, that should keep you up at night. I'm telling you, how does the industry go from 2 billion to 15 billion? That will keep you up at night if you're crazy like me, because it's like, okay, how can I get into the crevices that nobody is covering? Well, this is it. This is how we get into it. Number one, we get our soldiers up under us. So we're constantly training, right? And then our network grows larger and larger. That's one. That's going to be the biggest thing, because this infrastructure bill and this money to build back America, it's only more is going to pour in the new administration. He has to show all kind of ways that he's made America better. And I don't care if you like him or you do like him. That's not what we care about here. What we care about is things that going to affect our business. Drug testing is one. And don't think because he's radical that he's going to say no to drug testing. This has to do with the DEA. Like, this has to do with the Department of Transportation. He can't ever change anything. They can only induce ways for more money to flow in for our infrastructure. We're going to always be a part of that. So this is what I want you to write on your papers just for the month of January. If we just take a 30-day glimpse in January and we start breaking down all of these ideas that we've heard everyone say tonight, you don't have to take everybody's lane because everybody's in a different lane. But a couple of things we do know that we need a LinkedIn for our persona to be reflected on the internet. This is our carbon copy, right? We do know that. We do know that in order for us to go bigger, we have to get larger clients. In order for us to get larger clients, we've got to have a team behind us. Now, you have this team always and forever, but you need a team that the residuals are coming back to you. You need that. And then the last thing we need to do, and I hope that we can do this like tonight, is that we have to form relationships with each other. Because we all have something to give, right? One person is strong in marketing. One person is strong in communication. One person is strong in research. But when you have a melting pot of business owners like in one stew and you're not sipping from it, you're losing out on it. So that's big. That's what I want us to go into 2025, knowing that we have like this connection and we're never scared to reach out. How did you? How did you? You know what I'm saying? Like you hear their results, you hear their brag, but you don't take the steps that they took to get there. So maybe if we reach out together, then it's going to be easier for all of us. Now, some of you all are not part of the mastermind, so you won't be meeting with us when we meet. But if you do want to become a part of the mastermind, you're just going to go into your settings and like pick a tier. And the tier would be the mastermind. The masterminds are meeting every 2 weeks. That's one thing. The second thing is I have a 90-day challenge. And really in 90 days is you and I. So I put that up already in the whatever it's called. I put that up already so that you can, if you decide to take it, let me know. And it's really more of me just pouring everything I've learned into you. Not so you can be a mini me, but so that you could be a greater you. And I think that if with this challenge, it's going to be more of you learning everything that I do as far as like the back office, how we're, closing on these clients, how we are getting the collectors to go do these contracts, all of these things. How do you get leads? This is an industry that if you work it, it works. There's no way, just to be full transparent, there's no way that everything that happened at my mother's funeral would have happened if I was only doing staffing. Like drug testing, seriously, was involved in my mother's funeral, the finances from it. So I just want you to know that this industry is real. And I just want to make this pledge to you that if you hang in there with me, right? You're hanging in there with drug testing. Yeah, we know this. But if you hang in there with me, I am promising to like take you to whatever level I go to. I'm not a person to hide because I'm too transparent to like hide things. I've just always been like that. So I want to show you everything that I learned. And believe me, when I say, unfortunately, half of my brain was to my mom and the other half was like to my children. None was to me. But now I have a freed up space. I mean, my mom is there, but a physical freed up space to take this thing to the next level. I know I'm going to another level. I already know it's destined for me. And I would love for you all just to stay with me and like, let's go through this thing. Because we can really, 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 together, of course, we're going to make money. Separately, of course, we're going to make money. But I'm telling you, as a unit, if we share everything with each other, we really can make money. Now, this is the last thing I want to share with you. And I need you to do it tonight. Do not wait till tomorrow. You have to go on to fincin.org. And you're going to go under the BOI. It's like beneficial ownership information. You have to register your business. You only have until January 13th. That's why I want you all to do it tonight. They are stating all companies that are not registered by January 14th will be paying $500 a month. We don't know if it's true, but it sounds pretty true because they changed the date. And the date is now January 13th. So tonight, when we all get off, we are going to go to finson.org and we're going to register under the BOI. And then we are going to send out a text to every business owner that we know and tell them to do the same, because sharing is caring, right? And we care over here. Okay, so that is it for our New Year's Eve bash. I'm about to go to dinner.
Love you, Teamika.
I don't want to go, but nobody can hear that because it's just us. I love y'all too. Like, really, really, really. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to see every last one of you all succeed. You know, in anything that like I come up with, I have some collections coming up. I'm trying to get those together as long, you know, fingers crossed I don't lose my client. That's another story. But any collection that I have that is going to like benefit you all, I'm coming straight to Patreon. Like, I'm coming straight to my network because this is what I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want us all to win. I do have mentees that are not a part of the Patreon, but I'm pretty much, you know, giving you anything I know. And for the ones that are paying on the lower tier, don't worry. The way it works is kind of like Facebook. Like, I make a post and, you know, you comment, but now I will be making a post every week. That's for the ones that, you know, are on the first tier. You will receive a post every week, so don't worry about that. And then the ones that are on Mastermind, you can see anything. Plus, we'll meet every other week. We have to agree on that day, but we will meet every other week. You know, especially all of 2025. All of 2025. Because this thing, it's going to fly. And it's going to be a little hard for some people, but that's what we're here for. Don't be scared to ask questions. So I wish you all a happy New Year. Can we come off of mute and just go crazy, clap it up?
Thank
What's
you.
the New Year's
Happy
song?
New Year, everyone. Thank you,
Happy
Teamika,
New
for all your
Year.
help.
Happy
you.
New
Love you
Year.
so
Thank
much.
you. Happy New Year,
So
everyone.
much.
Happy New Year, everyone. A prosperous New Year 2025. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Happy New Year,
Song.
everyone. May you all get a lot of accounts and collect.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
I didn't know it was this song. I did not know. Alexa, stop. I'm sorry. She's so inappropriate. But happy New Year. And, you know, anything you need from me, if I'm working on anything for you and you haven't received it, just inbox me. My mind is not clear. And I told you all earlier, if you ask me, am I okay? I am not okay. So that is out the window, but I am present.
It's going to
Not today, but I will be. So, you know, like, let's just do everything and anything that we have to do, you know, to basically set our family up for success. That's what we're doing. You all are leaders in your family. Like, you're the leader right now. You're in an industry that is leading and nobody else knows it. Okay?
Yay.
You know, so yay to us.
Yes. Yes.
Yay, cheers to us. So at the count of
Cheers.
three, we are going to say Happy New Year to each and every one of us. At the count of three, hold your glasses up.
Don't laugh
Everybody-
because I got my wine in the mug.
And okay, are we ready? Everybody ready? Say when we're ready.
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 Okay. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! I love you guys. Love you.
I feel like that was the waiting to exhale moment. That was the waiting to exhale moment.
That was the way to exhale. I love
Count
that.
on me through thick and
Listen,
thin.
I'm gonna play that
That's funny.
the guy make this video. A friendship that will never end.
Yes, were you right there? I was like, I cannot sing, but y'all know what song I'm singing.
I love that. I love you guys. Have a safe night. Don't go
You
out.
too.
Don't go out. Okay.
Good night.
Bye.
Good
God
night.
bless you all.
Good
Happy
night.
New Year.
Good night,
God
everybody.
bless you too. God bless you too.